By the end of today's lesson, you will have a working generative AI chat application where you will type a prompt like this. The application will send it to Azure. Azure will process it using a large language model, and you will receive a generated AI response, an AI generated response like this. So by the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to build this an AI chat application. All right. So before we dive deep into the code, let me show you what you will be able to build throughout this series. Okay. Throughout this series, we will create an AI powered chat application. We will explore Azure AI Foundry. We will build intelligent AI agents. We we integrate external tools using the Models Context Protocol (MCP). We implement retrieval augmented generation RAG. We also learn how to secure AI systems using Azure AI Content Safety. So by the end of this series, you will understand not just how this technology work, but also why they matter and how they fit together to build a reward AI application. All right. Hello everyone. Welcome to Azure AI Apps and Agents Zero to Hero. My name is Prince Richard, and I'm a cloud and AI security engineer. All right. I design, build, operate, and secure cloud platforms, AI applications, and AI agents on Microsoft Azure, enabling organizations to deliver secure, resilient, and production-ready AI solutions. So that's me. You are welcome to Azure AI Apps and Agents Zero to Hero series. Like I said earlier, in this series we'll be building a lot. So whether you are just getting started or looking to deepen your practical skill, this course is designed to guide you step by step. All right, thank you. So to get the most from this series, I will advise you to do this. First, follow the lessons in order. Okay. Each lesson is built on the previous one, so I recommend following the series from the start to the finish. Okay. The next, build every project yourself. Okay. Don't just watch me code. Pause the video, write the code yourself, and learn by doing. Okay. The next is experiment beyond the tutorials. Okay. Try changing prompts, try adding new features, try exploring different ideas. So that's where deeper learning happens. All right. So the next is ask questions and stay curious. Okay. If something is not clear, leave a comment. I will do my best to answer and help you move forward. So learning by building is the fastest way to master Azure AI. So please get this. Okay. So let's understand what we are able to build, the architecture we will build. Before we build anything, let's understand what we're building. Okay. Once you understand this architecture, every line of code will be very, very easy, and they will make much sense. Okay. So by the end of today's lesson, we have a working generative AI application where a user enters a prompt. This is a user. You enter a prompt, your Python application. You enter your prompt into your Python application, and your Python application securely sends that prompt to Azure AI Foundry. So Azure routes the request to a GPT model. That model can be GPT-5, Claude, or DeepSeek. It can be anyone. So that the model generates a response, and then which is returned back to you, to your application. From there it gets to you. So this is the application we're building together. To understand how the application works, we first need to understand where generative AI fits within this broader field of artificial intelligence. Okay. So that can perform tasks requiring human intelligence, right? So this is the broad field, the master of them all. Okay. Within this artificial intelligence AI, we have a subset which is machine learning. Okay. Machine learning enables systems. What it does, it enables systems um, to learn from data instead of following only predefined rules. So this one, it learns from data. It enables system to learn from data instead of following predefined rules. Okay. The next subset, which is deep learning. Deep learning is a specialized area of this machine learning that uses neural networks. So it uses neural networks with many layers. So take note of that. This is a subset of this. And within deep learning, we have generative AI. So generative AI here focus on creating new context, and that context can be text, can be images, it can be code, audio, and many more. So that's the technology we will be using throughout this course. Okay. Um, in today's world, AI is part of many products we use every day. All right, and some of the AI products we have, some of them include Microsoft Copilot. You can see Microsoft Copilot. You can see it as a productivity assistant. All right, it helps you work smarter across your Microsoft 365 apps and services. All right, the next is Chat GPT. This one is a general AI assistant. It helps you answer questions, generate content, and help you solve problems. Okay, so the next one is GitHub Copilot. You can see this as an AI coding assistant. It helps developers write better code faster with intelligent suggestions. Okay. The next is Claude, which is very popular. Claude is a conversational AI that engages in natural conversations and helps with complex tasks. Okay. The last one here is Gemini. Okay, Gemini, you can see it as a multimodal AI. Okay, it understands and works with text, images, audio, video, and many more. So there are many other products out there. This is just the 5 major ones I put on here. So take note. So we have there's a difference between traditional AI and generative AI. All right. So traditional AIs, they are designed to recognize patterns and make decisions. Okay. For example, is this image spam? Is this transaction fraudulent? Does this image contain a cat, a dog? So all these are traditional. These are what our traditional AI does. So then that brings us to generative AI. Generative AI goes further, goes a step further. Instead of just telling us, is this a spam email? Generative AI creates new content. Okay, it goes a step further, create new content. It can write reports for you. It can generate code, summarize a document, translate language, create image. It can do a lot of stuff. Even engage in natural conversation like you with you. So this is and it's improving every day. So take note of that. So at the heart of every modern generative AI is what we call is a large language model, which is often called LLM. Okay, so this is LLM. Before we talk about LLM, let's examine what is a model. A model is the AI system that has been trained to understand and generate content based on the data it learned from. Okay, for example, GPT-5 is a model, GPT-5 mini is a model. So all these are model. We have this DeepSeek model. There are a lot, there are numerous out there. Okay, so these models are trained on enormous collection of text, including books, like what we have here, articles, documentations, websites. So they learn from all these this enormous data. Okay, so during the training they learn patterns, they learn relationships, they learn structures in language. So they don't just memorize answers like the search engine. Okay, large language model, they don't memorize answers like search engine. Instead, when you provide a prompt, the model predicts the most appropriate sequence of words based on everything it has learned so far. So that's it. So the prediction, that prediction it gives you is what you see, what you get as your response from your app. Okay. So throughout this course we work with different foundational model and through the Azure AI Foundry. So each model has to understand this hierarchy. All right. So Azure subscription, is the top level container that holds all your resources. All right. So every resource you create belongs to a subscription. Okay, without a subscription, there's nowhere to deploy your AI service. Okay, so this is your top level container. All right. Inside your subscription, we organize related resources into a resource group. All right. Think of a resource group as a project folder. All right. So a resource group creates and uses organize all your resources into a single place, a folder. Okay, it makes it easier to manage, to secure, to monitor, and eventually to delete when it's no longer needed. All right. So the next one is Azure AI service. This is the service that gives us access to Microsoft AI capabilities. Depending on your project, these resources can provide access to like the Azure OpenAI, Azure Vision, speech, language, content safety, and other services on Azure. So, but for today's project, we'll primarily use it to access Azure OpenAI models. Okay, so next is the Azure AI Foundry project. All right, so these two AI Foundry projects. This AI Foundry is a Microsoft integrated platform, okay, for developing AI applications. Rather than manually configuring individual services, Foundry brings everything together into one workspace. All right. So here we can create our project, deploy model, test prompt, evaluate performance, and manage connections. Okay. And also eventually also build our AI project. So this one it does a lot for us, right? So then last the projects. This is our project. Yep. Think of a project as some people as some beginner some newbie, like one beginner question they have to ask is that they say if I have AI Azure AI Foundry, why do I still need a project? All right. Think of Azure AI Foundry as the office building. Why your project is your office inside that building. Okay. That project contains everything specific to the application you're building, like the model deployment, the prompt, the playground. So everything is inside the project. All right. Take note of that. All right. So now we understand the architecture, it's time to build it. So the very first thing we need to do is to create a project which is also called home in Azure Foundry. So let's proceed to our Google browser. Okay, ai.azure.com. So this is my Google browser. I will type ai dot completely com. So signing in using the same Microsoft account that is associated with your Azure subscription. Okay, if this is your first time using this AI Foundry, don't worry if interface looks unfamiliar. All right, throughout this series you will become comfortable working inside this environment. Okay, before creating anything, take a moment to look around. Okay, so all we just have to do here is to create a project. All right, so take notes. Azure AI Foundry is not just a place to access AI models. Okay, it's an end-to-end platform for building, testing, evaluating, and managing AI applications. Right. So As our projects become more advanced, we'll spend much time exploring all of the capabilities. Okay, so let's create a project. So this is a project name. Place of project name, I can choose any name. So this identifies your AI project within Azure AI Foundry. So you can choose a unique name that reflects your application, the application you're building. All right, your subscription. This is my subscription. All right, this is the region I choose. This is the resource group. I'm creating a new resource group. You can select the existing one if you have one. So I'm creating a new one entirely. I'm going with this region. So your region, you need to select that deployment region. Okay. Um, Azure does not just run your AI models from a single global location. Okay. Instead, it operates. Instead, Microsoft, like, they operate data centers around the world. That's where your AI models are run from. Okay. Uh, the region you choose determines where your AI resources are going to be hosted. All right. So factors like availability, latency, compliance often influence this decision. All right. So I will go with this default. I will go with this one. I just click on create project. I will just create project. So it's creating. A lot is happening on the back end right now. So as I click create, Azure is performing several tasks which include creating and configuring the Azure resource. Uh, it's preparing the secure endpoint and preparing everything I need. So it's creating the workspace where we manage our AI application. So just one click in the portal often triggers many automated operations behind the scene. All right, so that's one of the strengths of Azure's managed service. All right, so our project is ready. Click on let's go. All right, so this is our dashboard. All right, this is our dashboard. Here we can do a lot. We can build AI agents, code, do a lot of stuff here. So this is our API keys, our project endpoints, our Azure endpoints. This is our, we can do a lot here. So as we progress, we'll explore them gradually. Okay. All right. So let's proceed to next thing to do is to explore our model. Is to choose the right model. So click on explore model. So one of the biggest misconceptions beginners have is that there's one best model for everything. In reality, different models are designed for different tasks. So some prioritize business, some prioritize speed, some prioritize lower cost. Okay, so it depends. So choosing the right model is one of the most important decisions you have to make when designing an AI application. All right, so I'll go for this project, for this particular lesson. I'll go with GPT 5 mini. All right, I'll go with GPT 5 mini. Okay, see it here. Click on it. You can see the description of the model here. From that catalog of models, from there I think you saw Claude, you saw DeepSeek. There are a lot here. So we're basically going with you can see a lot. So the factors I mentioned earlier determine the model you go for. All right, so let me go with the GPT 5 mini. All right, so click on it. You can access other information from it, like the pricing, the technical spec, and other information. I will click on deploy. I'll go with default settings. So it's setting up the model for me. All right, so our playground is getting ready. So our playground is ready. So this is our playground where we test the model. We can do a lot with the model. We can do a lot of stuff with the model we deployed. I can test the model from here. So firstly, I want to compare this model. I want to show you. I want to compare this one I chose with maybe GPT 5.2. Alright, so I will click on compare models. I will click on browse more model. I can compare with GPT. Let me see, GPT 5.2. GPT 5.2. Sorry, 5.2. Let me go with GPT 5.2. Let me scroll down. Okay, let me go. Let me compare it with GPT 5.1. All right, so you're going to see the difference. All right. So that's Foundry for you. Foundry makes it easy to compare models before making a deployment decision. Okay. So here we can see we can examine trade-offs like quality, cost. So let me ask them question and uh, examine their response. Let me see. Let me ask, who is an AI engineer? So as I'm tapping here, it's also reflecting here. So when I click send, both of them going to generate answer for me. Okay. You can see answers are coming right. They're coming already. All right, it's done. You can see the GPT 5.1 just gave me brief answer. AI engineer is a software engineer who specializes in building a system that use artificial intelligence. It just gave me brief answers. Meanwhile, the GPT 5 mini gave me explanations and gave me in-depth answer, which can enable me understand what understand the question and your scope and in depth. So you can see you can see the difference. I can go ahead and ask many other questions and can examine the difference. So that's that. I will exit this model. We'll work with this model, this GPT-5 mini. All right. So why I'm choosing this, because it's fast. This GPT-5 mini, it's fast, cost effective, and it's supposed to provide excellent performance for conversational AI applications. Okay. So all right. So let's, now that we have everything we need on the Azure side, we have our model. This is a model we're using. We have our model. We have explored the catalog. We have compared different models. We have deployed model that we use throughout the lesson. So next step is to prepare our local development environment. So our Python application can communicate with Azure AI Foundry. Okay, so let's switch to our Visual Studio Code and start building. All right. Okay, let me minimize. All right, this is our Visual Studio Code. All right, so so we don't have anything here. So first thing to do, before we write the code, before we write any code, we have to, let's create a local folder. Let's go to local folder. So I will create one on my desktop. Call it app demo. So I will let me take it up. So I'm going to right click and open with VS Code. Okay. Quickly let me ship this in. Okay. Every AI application needs 5 things. All right. Every one of them needs 5 things. What are the 5 things? They need a development environment. They need a configuration value. A development environment a development environment like the Azure, like this VS Code, they need configuration value like the endpoint value and deployment value. We'll get to that soon. They also need a secure way to authenticate. They also need a software library to know how to communicate with Azure OpenAI. Also, they also need the application code. So all of this stuff we build each of them piece by piece, step by step. Okay, so that's all right. So okay, now we have this. We have let's install. Next thing is to install Foundry toolkit. Sorry, go to your extension. You access your extension here. So the first thing to do is to install the Foundry toolkit. So it's spell Foundry. You can see it here, Foundry toolkit for VS Code. All the things you need for agent AI applications, all is here. So when you install it, you're installing everything. So this is the first thing I got it installed already. You can see. So this is the first thing to do. Let me take it off. So next thing to do now, we have our local folder here. Next thing is to open the terminal and clone git clone Microsoft repository. Okay, so you will find the link on the to the lab guide by Microsoft on the description. So that's the link, that's the guide that will guide us through what we do in this lesson. Okay, I have it open on my Chrome. Okay, this is it. So this is the guide. So rather than typing every file from scratch, okay, rather than typing every file from scratch, where is it? Okay, rather than typing every file from scratch, Microsoft provide a starter application file through the Microsoft Learn GitHub repository. So we have to do is to clone it and begin work with it. Okay, so I will copy this. I will copy it. Don't worry, I'm going to add the link to the description. Okay, so I'll copy this and I will go to my VS Code. I will go to my VS Code. I will open my command interface. So open my terminal and I will type git clone. I will paste the stuff I copied just now. Space dots. So why I'm putting this is that I don't want all the file or the folder. I don't want the folder to be included in the cloning I'm doing. So this dots, this space and dots is gonna just clone only the files and the relevant files I need. Okay, so I will cloning right now. So you're gonna take a few minutes and all right. Boom, we are done. So all the files are cloned. Let me clear the terminal. You can see the files are here. Real lab files. Okay, you can see what we got here. Alright, so each of these files here has a specific purpose, and understanding that purpose is very, very important. Okay, so let's understand this very first one. Okay, this chat app .py. Okay, what does this this is a main application we will build throughout this lesson. All right, it contains the Python code that authenticates with Azure, sends prompts to our deployed model and receive responses, and also display those responses on the terminal. Right, so this is our model. This is our main application we'll be building. Okay, this second one, chat async.py. This is an asynchronous version of the same application with this. So Asynchronous programming allows an application to perform other work while waiting for network requests to complete. All right, so it's very important for production of applications. But for now, we'll focus on this first, and we'll explore this one also later on. Okay. The next file here is the requirement.txt. So every Python project depends on an external package. So rather than asking every developer to install those packages manually, we can just list them in a single file called requirements.txt. Anyone who clones the project can install the dependency with just one command. So with pip install arrow requirement.txt, I can install all the requirements in a moment. Okay, so that's it. So this ensures that everyone on the team is working with the same library and compatible versions. All right. So the last one here is a .env file. Okay, this file stores the application's configuration. Right. So for this project, it will contain the Azure OpenAI endpoint and the model name. Okay, the name of our model. All right. So this is it. All right. So quickly, let's just first of all, let's authenticate with Azure. Okay, how do we authenticate with Azure? Let's say, okay, to authenticate with Azure, I've already done that already, so let me show you how to do that. You use Azure login. This is a very quick and easy way to do your authentication. Use device code. So when you click this, you're going to be given a link and a code. You can see I'll be given a link and a code for my authentication. So I will just take this to my browser. I'll go to my browser. I've already authenticated already, so no need. So I'll just paste it. I'm just showing you how to do that. You can see it's asking for the code. Once I put the code, it will authenticate. It's very simple as that. So I mean, all right. So when you don't authenticating, if you want to confirm if you're already authenticated, just type Azure account. Show. You can see that. You can see my connected accounts. So I'll just clear it up. So I'm connected. Once you're authenticated, your default credential can now securely obtain access tokens on your behalf. So that's how it works. All right, so let's copy our Azure AI endpoints. Let's go to the dashboard. Come here. All right, so let's click on home. Or you can also do it anywhere. I can just click on this model, the model I'm using. I click on GPT-5. So I can click on details. Click on home. Okay, so you can access the details you need here, but I would prefer you can just anyway just come home here, and this is the Azure OpenAI endpoint. Click on it, copy it. So I will come to my env file, paste it here. Okay, I'll paste it here. So I will go there and get my my mode, the name of the model I'm using. So I will come here, copy. I'll paste it here too. So this is the only information I need here. I'll save it. All right, so I haven't done saving it. um so this basically uh um all the details here, actually they are values our application needs to know. These are all the things our application needs to know where to send requests and which deployments to use. Okay, so before installing any other package, we have to create a virtual environment. All right, so we have to create a virtual environment. A virtual environment is isolated. It's an isolated Python environment dedicated to a single project. All right, so let's create one virtual. To do that, Python uh, 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 then then all right, this is the code to create a virtual environment for your project. Okay, so it's creating right now. um After creating it, I'm going to activate it. So um all right, it's created already. Let's activate. To activate, dot slash dot five slash scripts slash activate dot ps. Or so this will activate our virtual environment. Boom, our virtual environment. This is the confirmation that it's activated. All right, you can see it there. So now we have virtual environment on. So let's install the project dependency. So let's install the required packages we need. So how do we do that? To install the required packages we need, we use the pip install pip install arrow requirement .txt. So what this is trying to say is that is to install the requirements for this folder for this so pip install requirement.txt. Sorry, pip install requirements I think sorry, we have to take note. We have to click on we have to open it in the integrated terminal. Take note of that. So yeah, this is where we're going to do that. This is where we're going to install the requirements. Okay, please take note of that. Let me clear. All right, so I will run this pip install requirements again. You can see it's working now. So take note, if you want to install the requirement, you're going to click on your chat app and click on select it as the terminal, and before you can run this stuff. All right, so it's still loading. It's gonna take a little time. All right. All right, it's still loading. gonna take some time. um all right, it's done. Let me clear the chat. So our all the files are installed, so you can see our chat dot. We have this here. All right, so before we examine the code, let's understand the overall execution flow. Okay. um okay, so okay, right now we have installed all the necessary tools. We have retrieved the Azure OpenAI endpoint. We have configured our application. We have created an isolated Python environment. We have authenticated with Entra ID, and we have installed all required dependency. So the next step is where everything comes together. So we'll open our chat app. This me app we're working with. So this line of code. So we'll examine this together, and we proceed from here. So before showing any code, and um I would like us to understand something. Okay, every time let's understand the execution flow. All right, for those that are newbies. Okay, every time a user asks a question, the application follows the sequence. It loads its configuration. It loads the configuration. So from this env, and it authenticates with Azure, then create a client for communicating with Azure. I think I have the architecture. Okay, so every time a user asks a question, that's how it follows a sequence. So we'll get there. Let me not just ship that in right now. So follow the sequence. Take note of that. um so we are done. Let's proceed to building our first AI chat application. So now, rather than writing every line from the scratch, we will use the starter project provided in the Microsoft Learn repository, and gradually add code that enables our application communicate with Azure AI Foundry. All right, so we'll start with this. Let's go to the Microsoft Learn. So this is the Microsoft Learn repository. So this is the code that said we should find the comment, import namespace, and add this code to it. All right, let's copy it. You'll notice that Microsoft has already provided basic application structure. If you go through this guide, they provided basic structure, and this is the common practice in the reward development. So frameworks, templates, and starter projects allow developers to focus on building features instead of creating boilerplate code like every time. So our goal is to understand how this application works and then extend it step by step. Okay. All right. So let's copy this code here. Go to our development environment. Okay, they say we should put it here. Let's paste it. Let's clear this up one. So so this is the first change. This is the first change we're making. We're making by importing libraries. The library our application needs. Okay, so this is the library our application need. The OpenAI class allows us to communicate with Azure OpenAI using the OpenAI SDK. The Azure Identity Library provides this default credential. So this one provides recommended authentication mechanism. This one has to do with the authentication to Azure through Entra ID. So so instead of embedding usernames and APIs directly to enter our code, we authenticate securely using Entra ID. So that's what this basically doing, importing library authentication. So that's what this code here is talking about. So let's check. Let's do next. I think the next one is to initialize the open clients. Let's go. All right. So the next one, they say you should find the comment, initialize OpenAI client. So click here. So we come here and place this one here. So please take note of indentations. Okay, you have to be. You have to. Yeah, you have to. Sorry, you have to take note of indentations. As your code is not going to work. So so this code here talking about this has to do with creating our OpenAI client. Okay, think of the client as our application's communication channel. Okay, every request we send to Azure AI Foundry. Every request, okay, we send to the Foundry pass through this object. All right, to pass through this object. Um, Before creating the client, we create a token provider, which is this. We create a token provider. Um, the token provider obtains an access token from Entra ID. So whenever our application needs to authenticate, we don't have to do it manually. Azure handle the process entirely. So this is what uh, this code is talking about. All right, so let's add our first AI request. I think let's go to the lab again. Let's add our first AI request. So okay, they say okay, this one we have to locate for. We have to find the get response comment and add this code. All right. Okay, let's go. Let's look for the get response. Okay, this is it here. That's this one. And please take note of indentations. Okay, sorry, let me copy from here. You have to be careful of it. You have to take care of indentation, or else your code is not going to work. So this is our first AI request. So let's examine what is inside here. Okay, now we are ready to set our first request to the model. The method we are using here is called chat completion. Okay, this is what it is, chat completion. All right. Although we'll soon migrate to the newer API, to the newer response API, the newer responses API. So, but understanding this chat completion is valuable because you still encounter it in existing applications and documentations. Okay, so this is it. So one important thing to notice here is that chat completion expects a collection of message rather than a single prompt. So it expects collection of message. Each message has a role. Okay, so you can see this is system message. The role here, system. Think of this message. Think of it as the instruction for the AI, right? So you're trying to tell you that you are a helpful AI assistant that answers questions, provide information. So that's this. It defines how the assistant should behave throughout the conversation. All right. This other one is here. Is the user message. So this contains this content here. The input. This one contains the question entered by the user in our application. So every time someone types a new prompt this value changes, and that's it. Contains the prompt. All right. So this print completion, just zero message count. So this one, once Azure AI Foundry generate a response, the SDK returns a structured response object. So inside that object are several pieces of information. All right. For this application, we're interested in the assistant generated message anyway, but that's why we assess the response choices, then message, and then finally content before printing to the terminal. So just think of this as uh, completion of the this stuff. So our next thing now is, so we're going to save. Ensure you save. Then we're going to run our application with, we're going to run python chat app.py. So this is what we use to run our application. So let's proceed. All right, a prompt is out now. So let's ask a question. What is let's ask him, what is Microsoft Entra ID? What is Microsoft Entra ID? You see, it's gonna tell us. Let's wait a bit, and all right, our response is out here. Well, let me expand this. You can see, ask the prompt, was Microsoft Entra ID. Look at it. The Microsoft Entra ID is Microsoft Cloud-based Identity and Access Management Service. Is the new name for what was formerly called Azure, blah blah. So you can see the answer here. So this is to show that everything is now in place. Our application knows where Azure AI Foundry is located. It knows which model deployment to use, and it can authenticate securely. All right. So that's what we see here. You can see with this, we have successfully built our first AI chat using OpenAI SDK and Azure AI Foundry. All right. So although these are, you can see the answer here. The same way ChatGPT is going to give it to you. Okay. So we have successfully built one over here. All right. So although the application is simple anyway, the workflow we just implemented is the same pattern used by much larger enterprise AI applications. So this chat completion API we use is still widely used out there, and you will still see it in many code bases, many applications. All right. However, Azure AI Foundry and the OpenAI SDK are moving towards the newer responses API. All right. So which provide a simpler and more flexible programming model. So that's what they are moving towards now. So when I have a working AI application, it's accept a prompt, send to Azure AI Foundry, display the model response. So but as AI development evolves, so do API we use. So today, like I said earlier, Microsoft recommend using the new response API for conversational AI scenarios. So that's what Microsoft is recommending right now as of today. So let's update our application to use that. Okay. So let's go to the lab. Okay. So let's go to the next. So uh, this is it. Use the response API to chat to the model. So we have to replace the comment under get a response with this code. All right. So you might be wondering, if our application already is working, why changing it again? That's a great engineering question. Anyway, software evolves. Software design engineering software evolves over time, and new APIs often provide a simpler programming model. So they provide improved capabilities and a better foundation for future features. Okay, so rather than waiting until an application becomes difficult to maintain, engineers adopt this modern approach early when they are appropriate. So that's exactly what we're doing here right now. Let's make use of this new recommendation by Microsoft. We'll copy this code and come here. Let's quit this our current um, all right, so let me clear the chat. So we are only updating this. Yeah, we're only updating this. Take note, we're only updating this response, changing it from completion to response. So copy. Take note, don't copy something else. Okay, I'll paste what I. So delete this one, and I will ensure my indentation is in place. So that's it. I will save, Control S. All right. So that's it. That's the API. That's the API. You can see. You can observe. Let's go to the code. You can observe it now. This one is quite different from the other one. All right. So notice that we are not writing the entire application. Everything still remains the same. All right. So just that the authentication didn't change. The OpenAI client didn't change. The only thing that is changing here is how we request a response from the model. All right. So that's one of the advantage of bit. You can see. Let me explain. Okay. You can see a clearer syntax right now compared to the other one before. Instead of creating a list of chat messages, we are defining the assistant behavior using instructions parameter. Okay, you can see you can see what we're telling you. See in the instructions we're telling you are AI assistant that answers questions and provide information. All right, so think of the instruction as the long-term guidance which gives the model direction on what to do. So it tells the model how it should behave throughout the conversation. All right, so that was basically what it does. You can see the input. This is the user question. This is where the user question is passed. It passed directly through the input parameter. So when the question is passed here, the result is simpler and easier to read, also easy to maintain. All right, so this is a response output. Rather than navigating a more complex response structure, so you can just basically just bring it to generated text using this output underscore test. So it's very easy. So this small improvement like this makes the application easy to understand, and especially as they grow. All right, so now let's run a Python chat. Let's run this Python chat app.py again and ask him what is Microsoft Entra ID. All right, let's ask him that same question. What is Microsoft Intra IT. Let's see the outputs. All right, our output is out. You can see it's basically the same thing what the other one said before. You can see the application still behaves the same. uh, Let me, you can see the same answer. All right, so just that it still behave exactly as before, just that the implementation now has changed. The user experience is still the same thing. Okay, and that's often they go when modernizing software anyway. So if we ask something else now, but our AI right now, our application right now does not have a memory. If we say okay, let's try and ask a follow up. Okay, how does how does it relate to AI engineering? I'm trying to ask him how does Microsoft Entra ID relate to Microsoft yeah, engineering. Yeah. So normally a human immediately we understand that okay, I'm referring to Microsoft Entra ID, but our application right now does not. Okay, let me enter. You see the response. Okay, let's observe his you can see it's telling us that I'm missing what it refers to. Can you clarify? Meanwhile, here are the common meanings and how it relates to AI engineering. You can see there's no memory currently in our application. All right, so the model here is not confused because it's unintelligent. No. It's only confused because our application never gave it previous conversation. We have not included it in the code. All right, so from the model's perspective, every request currently looks like the first message in a brand new conversation. So how do we solve this issue now? How do we solve this problem? We need a way to connect one response to the next on the same response API. So let's introduce. Let me clear this. Let me quit. Let me clear the chat. So let's go to let's all right. So to add conversation tracking. So they say we have to do this in the chat app. Find the comments. Loop until user add it above. So we're basically adding this stuff above. Let's look for. All right, so let's add it. Loop until user. So we're adding it here. So we're adding this one here. All right, then let me quickly okay, let me add the other one. Say then modify the comment under the get response. So we have to put this now in the under get response. You have to replace the code there. So please be careful when you are let's remove this. All right, so that's it. So all right, let's go back to the code. Let me explain. All right, so you can see this variable last response ID none. So this variable will remember the identifier of the previous response. Okay, this is what this is going to do. All right, think of it as leaving a breadcrumbs through the conversation. So every time the model responds, Azure gives us a unique response ID. On the next request, we send that ID back so Azure know which conversation we continue with. So that's what this one does. Okay, all right. So so this single parameter changes everything. Instead of treating every request as independent, Azure now links it to the previous response. The conversation now becomes continuous rather than isolated. Okay, so that's what this one does. So let me explain this one too. um, so this so the same thing with this one. um, our response is now different. So conversations now with this new improved with this new updated code, we will have a continuous chat now. All right, let's save it and give it a try. Okay, saved. Let's run Python and chat app. Okay, all right, let's ask him that same question. All right, what is Microsoft Entra ID? Let's wait a bit. Okay, yeah, give us the same answer. All right, it's a Microsoft Cloud based identity. All right, now let's ask him, how does it relate to AI engineering? All right, let's ask him that follow-up prompt. Let's see if he's going to remember what we asked before. All right, he gave us let's observe the answer he gave us. Okay, you can see. How does it relate to the AI engineering? Microsoft engineering is the identity based blah blah blah. So it's the fundamental to almost every part of AI engineering. Intra-ID controls who and what can access data. How it matters is authentication. You can see our chat is now smart. You can now remember. Okay, you can see the answers it gave to us. So the more they now understand what exactly refers to. So anyway, we have not made the model smarter yet. We just simply added context it needed. Okay, so we'll proceed with the next one, which is streaming response. Okay, let's quit. Let's quit. Clear chats. All right. So let's go to the lab guide. All right. So we want to implement streaming response. Okay, so that chat can now remember previous question and also can now uh, stream. Okay, so we have to put in the main function, replace this code under the comment of get response. So we are replacing this code there. Right, so let's come to our get response. Take note of the code. Okay, all right, so we'll come to get response here. copy, paste. Okay, so save. Okay, all right, so that's it. Let's observe the code. You can see our with this thing, our chat will now be able to remember previous message. Also, it can also, when the mobile they generate long answer, instead of nothing appearing until the entire response is finished, it will now look better now. It will now see if it will now this is gonna change now. Okay, so this small parameter stream is true. Um, um this parameter here, so completely changes how responses are delivered. Okay, so instead of waiting for the entire answer, Azure send it in a smaller process right now called deltas. There's what we call deltas, deltas. Okay, Azure sends it in a smaller process, so as soon as each piece arrives, we we display it. It will be displayed fully. I mean, okay, let's run this our application. Let's see if it does. Or let's run the pattern chat app. Um, all right, it's asking us to enter a prompt. Let's ask him that same question we are asking him before. What is um? So let's just ask him this. Okay, let's proceed. What is Microsoft Intra ID? Alright, let's ask him this. Let me increase the alright, so let's ask him this. Okay, alright. Let's wait for the response. Okay, alright, you can see the way it's generating now. Okay, you can see the difference. Alright, let's ask it how does it relate to AI engineering? Alright, let's ask a follow-up prompt. Let's see if it can still remember and give us what we're looking for. You can see, boom. All right, so you can see our chat is building like you can see, you notice how much naturally this feels now. Instead of waiting several seconds, we begin reading almost immediately, and this is how applications like the chat GPT and your cloud, this is how they create a responsive user experience. So this is our chat now. We have our responsive chat too. All right, so that's it. All right, so let's quit. All right, so let's explore the asynchronous programming. Okay, I think that this will last for this lesson. Okay, let's access this. All right, so so far every request has been let me clear the chat. All right, clear. All right, so far every request, sorry, so far every request have been they have been synchronous. Okay, and that means our application waits for Azure to respond before anything else. Okay, for a simple console application that's perfectly for a simple console application that's acceptable, that's perfectly acceptable anyway. But enterprise application, they often need to perform multiple tasks at the same time. All right, so that's where asynchronous programming becomes valuable, becomes very very important. Okay, so all right, so let's visit um, um, the Microsoft Learn Lab. Okay, guide. So asynchronous. Want to use the asynchronous API right now. So what the first thing we are doing, they say under the find the import namespace and put it there. All right, copy and go there. Uh, wipe this off and paste it. Sorry. All right, so well, we got another. They said find the comment, initialize and async OpenAI clients. So we copy this code and we're gonna put there. All right, let's go to the so initialize this under this one. Initialize the async OpenAI client. Press that there. So we work on this indentation. All right. All right, so that's that. um so still you see under the find the await asynchronous response and add this code to it. Under await, so let's go to under await. Let's under await, so we are adding this code to this place. First let's work on the indentation. Sorry, please always be careful when you're working with this indentation. Okay, so that your codes work. All right, so pasted that there. All right, so finally find the comment, close the synchronization and add this code there. Don't worry if you don't understand, I'm going to explain. Okay, I'm going to explain. Let's find the okay. All right, so that's all. Close it. Oh shit, please always be careful. Me. Let me copy the code again. I mistakenly deleted something else. Okay. So let me do the indentation. All right, so I'll save All right. I think that's all. Okay. All right. Let's go over. Um. Okay. So this asynchronous. Um. The asynchronous SDK works very much like the synchronous. Okay. The main difference is that it allows our application to continue working while Azure process the request. So um, um, there's something. Okay, okay, you can see this place now. Let's look at this place. This await. You can see response equals await. All right. This await keywords tells Python that this operation may take some time. Rather than blocking the entire application, Python can perform other asynchronous work while waiting for this response. So that's what it means. All right. So that's what basically it means. Let's hope our dictation is correct. And all right, let's go run. Let's save and run our Python. This time around, we're going to run Python. Take note, we're going to run Python chat async dot py quickly. All right, let's enter what we'll be asking them. We'll be asking for what is Microsoft intra intra ID. Let's wait for the response. All right, it gives us the same answer it's been giving us before. Okay, so from the user perspective, this application looks very similar. All right, but under the hood, however, it's built using asynchronous programming. Okay, so as your AI application grows to support multiple users, your background task, your file upload to calling AI agent, all this model becomes easily important. So today we have done much. So that's it. That's that for asynchronous. For the lab, we don't have any other thing to do. I think that's all. So we'll clean up. Um, so um, so that's all for so that's all. So today we don't much more than building a simple chatbot. All right, we have modernized our application with the response API. We gave it a conversational memory. We improved the user experience also with streaming, and we explored asynchronous programming for scalable AI applications. So these are the same concepts you will encounter when building production-ready AI applications and intelligent AI agent on Azure. All right. So in the next episode, we'll build on this foundation and take another step toward the enterprise AI engineering. All right. Thank you very much. Now that we have successfully built and tested our application, there's one final task that every responsible AI engineer should perform, which is a responsible Azure engineer should perform, which is clearing your resources. Okay, so normal cloud resources continue to exist uh, as resources continue to exist, it may continue to incur charges. All right, until they are deleted. Until they are deleted, it will continue incurring more charges for you. So although this is a learning exercise, but developing a the good cloud cost management habit from the beginning is very very important. Okay, it's very important. So let's go to our Azure portal and delete the resource group. All right, so I will come here and I will come to my Azure portal. So this is my Azure portal. All right, so let me refresh the login. So I will navigate to resource group. I will click on it, then I will click on delete resource group, copy this here, paste here, and I will click delete. All right, so Azure will automatically remove every resources that was contained inside the resource group and helping you avoid unnecessary cost. All right, so remember our architecture. The one I showed you earlier, that the resource group acts as a container for everything related to our AI application. All right, so deleting the resource group automatically removes the Azure AI resources. What you're seeing here, it automatically removes the Foundry project resource, our deployment, our monitoring resources. It removes everything. So this is much safer anyway, and more efficient than deleting resources one by one. Okay, so if I refresh now, if I go to the resource manager, I refresh, it's going to be deleted. It's still loading. It will be deleted. So that's it. Professional practices that great cloud engineers normally, they don't just know how to provision resources. They also know how to manage the entire life cycle. Yeah, like creating, monitoring, securing, optimizing cost, and eventually removing these cloud resources. All these are part of our building production ready solutions. So that's it. Today we did a lot. Today. So in the next episode we'll move beyond a simple terminal application. We'll begin exploring more advanced capabilities of the Azure AI Foundry. Okay. By the end of this series, you will have progressed from a simple command line chatbot to building a production ready generative AI application and intelligent AI agent on Azure. All right, so let me check this stuff again. We discover so our resource group is deleted. If you come here now, let's refresh. We discovered everything is wiped off. You can see no project was found. Refresh. So we have to create a new project. So you can see that this resource group was not found anymore. So we have to create a new project and start all over again. So that's it. Thank you for joining me for this first episode. I hope you enjoyed building your first Azure AI application as much as I have enjoyed guiding you through it. Okay. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson, where we will continue building more powerful, secure, and enterprise-ready AI solutions with Azure AI Foundry. So until then, keep building, keep experimenting, and keep learning. Thank you very much.